Hey everyone, welcome to week 4 of Ncaa football. Last week I went, what was I, Jason?
3-1-1.
3-1-1, but luckily one of the lines changed and I actually went 4-1 based on our bets. And the other fortunate thing is that Jason wasn't able to make a bet in time for one of the games, and that was the game I missed. So the bets he made on the 4 games I picked that we won on hit. So that was a good day. This week I'm actually going to do 7 games. Kind of a mix of all the big games of the week. There's not a lot this week, so I had to kind of pull some teeth here to get this. First game I'm looking at, we've got Tennessee coming off a terrible loss at Oregon. Just got blown out 59-14. They're going to Florida. Florida's favored by 16. Tennessee has looked better, obviously, against some weaker opponents up until last week. Florida defensively has looked solid. Their offense has looked terrible. I see this being a lower scoring game because I just don't see Tennessee putting up a lot of points against Florida, but I don't see Florida covering 16, so I'm taking Tennessee on the road to cover 16. Next game, you've got Michigan State at Notre Dame. Notre Dame's favored by 6 points. Notre Dame had a little bit of a scare last week against Purdue. They turned it on in the fourth quarter. I'm going to take Notre Dame at home with the 6 points to cover. Next game, you've got Arizona State, who must be sleeping with one of the officials in the Pac-10 because that game against Wisconsin last week was a joke. There's no reason why Wisconsin didn't get allowed to get a field goal. But they're going to Stanford. Stanford, against Army last week. I'm taking Stanford -7 to cover against Arizona State. You've got Auburn, Gus Malzahn. The team's looking a lot better this year so far. This will be the first big test going to LSU. LSU's favored by 17. I think Auburn's probably another year or so away, so I'm going to take LSU to cover 17 at home. LSU's offense is looking a lot better than they have in the last several years. Next game, you've got Kansas State going to Texas, the drama of Mac Brown. Texas is actually favored by 6.5 points, which to me is very high. I think Kansas State has won like the last 4 in this series. In every other one of those games, I think Texas has outgained Kansas State in every game, but Kansas State's winning. That tells me that Kansas State has a better coach. I like Kansas State to go on the road and cover 6.5. Next game, you've got Missouri, my school, favored by 2.5 at Indiana. Indiana scores a lot of points. They give up a lot of points. Probably be a high-scoring game. I like Missouri here. I know it's a homer pick, and that's been killing me the last 2 weeks. But Missouri had a week off. They had an extra week to kind of game plan and prepare. I'm going to take Missouri here to cover on the road. And then my last game, Utah State at USC. USC's favored by 7 points. I like Utah State to cover, possibly win this game. I'll see if I'm going to bet that or not, but I'm going to take Utah State. They've got a great offense. USC's been playing really well defensively, but Lane Kiffin, you and Mac Brown might be looking for jobs at the same time. So I'm going to take Utah State +7. Guys, have a great week. We'll see you next week. Take care.